In this ukulele tutorial, I'm going to show you my fingerstyle arrangement of We Three Kings. Hi, I'm Terry. Welcome to ukelikethepros. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the lessons and tutorials that I do right here on my channel. This is a fingerstyle arrangement. I want to use only my thumb for this one. And as we do it, just really pay attention to how I'm playing the chords, and also you're hearing that melody coming through. All right, let me play the whole thing for you, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. So this one's in 3/4 time, so 3 beats per measure. This one's also in the key of D minor, which is a relative minor of F major. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. Let me play the first part for you. So that's the A section. You actually do that twice. So it's going to start right here with the D minor chord. And the thing to keep in mind when you're doing the chord melody is that where is a melody note? So you want to make sure you do that because your thumb is going to have to stop on the right string. So for example, when we do this first chord, we got D minor. We're going to play all the way to the first string, but then we're going to hit this note, second string, 3rd fret, while holding the shape still. And then when we do this D minor chord again, we're going to stop here on the 2nd string. So we're not even going to play the 1st string. Okay, so if you just take those first 2 measures there, it's, and then the next melody note is just right here, just your 3rd string, 2nd fret. And that's the first 2 measures. Okay, let's do that. And then it's going to go to the A7 chord, except you're going to also stop here on the 2nd string. And then you're going to hit an individual note here, and I'm using my 2nd finger, 2nd string, 1st fret, and then take it off. And notice I can keep my 1st finger down the whole time, so it's... The reason why I keep my 1st finger down is because it lets that chord sustain and gives it a little bit more of a legato sound. And then the last chord here in this first part is D minor again, but I'm only going to play strings 4 and 3. I'm going to stop right there. By the way, I do have a low G on my ukulele. I think it sounds best, but if you have a high G, that should work because we're not actually playing any melody notes there on that 4th string. All right, so this is the first part. This is the A section. Remember, we're going to do it twice. Let's do that now from the beginning. Ready, and again. All right, let me play the next part for you. So let's just stop there. That's the next 4 measures. So it's going to go back to your D minor chord. Actually, you're already on D minor, but it's going to stay on the D minor, except this time you're going to strum, you're going to hit this 2nd string, 1st fret. So it's with the chord, and then just hit that note again, just individual note. That's the 2nd string. Then it's going to go to a C chord, but this C chord, you're going to have your 3rd finger here on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, because there's your melody. So when you strum, it's going to do strings 2, 3, and 4, and then you're going to hit that note again on the 2nd string. So those 2 measures are... Then it's going to go to just your regular F chord. And you'll notice for this one, you're actually going to strum all the way through all 4 strings. And then hit that 1st string again. And now the next part is. So I'm going to strum the F chord, except I'm going to have my pinky here on the 1st string, 3rd fret. I'm going to strum all 4 strings. And I'm going to do 2 individual notes of 1st string, 1st fret, and then 1st string open. So it's... All right, so those are the next 2 measures. Let's do that on the F chord here. Ready, and... All right, so that's, like I said, the first 4 bars. Let's go back and do that. So remember, from D minor, C, and to the F. Ready, and... All right, let me go ahead and play the last part for you here. So it's going to start here on a G minor, except for this G minor, this is the way I'm fingering, open 4th string, my 2nd finger on a 3rd string, 2nd fret. But what I do is I use my pinky here on the second string and third fret. Some people prefer their third finger. I like my pinky. And then I'm going to do nothing on the first string. I'm going to leave it open. So when I strum the G minor, I'm just going to strum to the second string. Then I'm going to hit that first string open. And then I'm going to go back to the second string already where my pinky is on the third fret. So the G minor part is. Then I go D minor with the melody on the second string. Then I go to A7, again, melody on the second string. And then the last two chords here are D minor again, only hitting strings 4 and 3. And then the very last chord is a D minor 7, and all I have to do is bar here at the 5th fret and strum all 4 strings. And that's kind of a nice way to end the piece. Now, if I wasn't going to end it and I needed to repeat the song, let's say I'm playing with somebody else, I would just do this D minor here, and then let it ring, and then I'd go back to the beginning. Okay, so I'm only playing this chord right here when I'm ending the song. So this is like the ending chord. All right, so let's just play this last section back to the G minor, and D minor. And again, if you were going to repeat it, this is where you go back, or you're going to end it and end it right there. All right, so that's the whole arrangement. Let's go ahead to the beginning and do the whole thing. Ready, and. There's my arrangement of We Three Kings. Hopefully you get some enjoyment out of it. It should build some strength and control with your thumb. Maybe it's something that you can play for some of your family and friends. And again, thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you next time.